Hey, what's up? This is Benny Sunshine, and I'm normally not one to kick someone when they're down, but if you're bragging about things or whatever and then you fall and everybody sees you, I don't empathize with you. So I'm referencing the Ellen DeGeneres interview that she did with Wanda Rousey. I saw the interview. I don't know if any of you have. If you haven't, I'd say go check it out because it's like her whole demeanor, like her whole demeanor changed, like from that fight. Like she was sitting in the chair like she was nervous or something. Like, it's like Holly Holmes literally beat the man out of her. Like seriously, she went from headbutting semi trucks and kicking niggas in the face to wanting to base turkeys and cleaning the house. Like that is the fastest, no doubt, the fastest transformation I've ever seen. So anyways, you all already know that I say in many of my videos that I don't have anything against any racial group or any ethnicity or anything like that. So with that being said, a lot of the Indian people come over here and some of them have gas stations, well, at least in my area. Like I've seen where a lot of the Indians come and set up gas stations here. Well, they rent the location or whatever and they set up the gas station. So I went in there and normally the food, I'm not gonna lie, like some of the food is expired. Like I seriously picked up a jerky stick that had to be from at least 3 months ago. Like I spit it out so fast and wanted my money back, but a lot of them I don't think they do returns because there's like, you have to look for the price and the expiration date in a lot of those stores. So anyways, yesterday I went in there to buy a bottle of water and one of the associates, they were both Indian from what I could tell, but two of the male associates were standing behind the register. Now, I'd never had a problem with these people before, but I went in there and I heard the one guy, it was kind of suspect as right when I came up because he knows I come in there and get cash back, like I mentioned in my Valentine's Day video. He knows I come in there and I get cash back because I need to take the bus. So I see him walk over to the other one, like behind the cash register, and I'm standing there about to check out, and he's saying something in Indian, like, la, 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 like something. I don't know. It just kind of like struck a bad vibe because he came up right when I came there. And so he told me, and then the other one's like, okay, it's $3. It sounded like he said $3 cash back. Like you have to pay $3 to use the, to get cash back on the item when they normally say $2. That's why I think a lot of them, that's why I think they do a bait and switch thing because a lot of the items don't have any type of tag or sticker or price sticker or sticker on it, so they can just upcharge you whenever they feel like it. So I think he was trying to get extra money out of me. And then the other one who was speaking, then after he told me $3, I said, I thought it was $2 cash back. And then, I'm not being rude, I'm just inquiring. I'm like, why is it $3? And then the other one jumps in the conversation not too long afterward, and he starts yelling. He's like, no, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, $3, or he's like, no, you pay $2 cash back. You need $3 to use the card, which they've never told me before. I bought water, but I must have bought like 100 water bottles from there before. And then now all of a sudden you're changing the price on me, like just because I come in there and get cash back. It's like discrimination or something. But I don't get why they just automatically want to change it. Like, so the other one the one that was talking about me, well, the one that I think was talking about me, was talking about the gas and was talking to or jumped in the conversation and started yelling. And so I was just like, I was done at that point. So I said, thank you, have a good day. And I left the bottle right there and I didn't pay for it because at that point they lost my business. I don't mind if I have to walk a couple more feet to the Walgreens. Shoot, they have better service anyway. And their food is usually up to date. I don't think I've ever gone to a Walgreens or something like that, or a major chain retailer, well, in most cases where the food is expired, because that Indian store literally is poorly and horribly run. They're lucky I didn't call the health department on them, but I'm not like that. Like, just because you did something wrong, like, I'm not just gonna, try and do something shady to you, but they literally, that stuff had to be expired from, like, I don't know, they had 2013 candy bars in there. That's why I never buy food in there. It's just nasty and gross. I don't see why some people just feel like, I don't care if you change a policy or something like that, but you need to have it in writing, and you don't need to change it just because I come in there to get cash back. Now, I understand a lot of the vendors don't, like, if you have a credit card machine, you need to understand that people are going to come in there and use the credit card machine, and they may need cash back, and it's not my fault that you have to pay a charge every time someone uses a credit card, because that's what you agreed to when you decided to have the credit card system in your store. So I don't see why you're yelling at me and trying to make it seem like it's my fault that you don't know how to operate and run your own business and maintain it, and you don't pull enough business to be able to afford the cash back because you have too much expired food from like 1996. So that's not my fault. I don't see why the fuck you're getting mad at me. I didn't let it ruin my day. I said, have a good day, and I walked out the store because I'm not ratchet, like I said. They were out of line and they've lost my business. So I just don't see how some people can just come out of line and come out of left field like that. Like, you can't even run your store. That's why no one's in there. Every time I go in there, it's empty. People come in there for gas and beer. I think that's the only thing that's constantly restocked because people get so much of it. But I hardly see anybody in that store because there's no quality in the service. That totally sucked, and that showed me that I'm never going back to that store. But this has been Sunshine. Stay posted and stay away from bad food.